Hi Pisces, here is your ex-partner reading for the month of June 2017. Please remember this is a general reading. It is for Pisces Sun, Moon and Rising. And as usual, I have done the 2-row spread. This will be for you, this will be for your ex-partner. But like I always say, the messages can go vice versa. So apply them to your particular situation. Now, here at the bottom of the deck, we do have the 9 of Pentacles. Now, I'm pretty sure that it may have been your love reading for this month of June or your love reading for last month. But I'm sure Pisces got this card in one of your love readings. And the 9 of Pentacles, it talks about somebody on their own, single, independent, and somebody who's enjoying that independence. Somebody that, you know, has got their work or their business, has got money. I'm not saying that you're stinking rich, but somebody who maybe is choosing to focus more on their work and finances. And somebody who at the moment is single and is quite happy to be so. Now, for some of you, this will be you. For some of you, this could be your ex-partner. It can go either way. We do have the 4 of Swords in the reverse position up here for you. And it can talk about things being very hectic. And maybe feeling an element of stress. If this is you that's been with that 9 of Pentacles energy, maybe you are focusing too much on work. And you're not getting enough time to rest. Or you're not getting enough time to be sociable. But it can as well speak of maybe you have completely blocked communication with your ex-partner. You're not open to communicating with them. And you've completely shut down on that. And it may very well be because you want to focus on other aspects of your life. You want to focus on your work or your business. And you're not wanting to give any more time to this situation with your ex-partner. Now, on their side, they've got the 9 of Wands in the reverse position. The thing with the 9 of Wands is it can talk about somebody that is being on their guard. Somebody that may be feeling on edge. It can touch on a feeling of paranoia here. Or somebody feeling extremely defensive. If they're wanting to communicate with you and you are not with them, maybe it is creating this feeling of them being on edge. Maybe being slightly paranoid because they're not entirely sure what you're thinking or feeling or even what you're doing. Here for you, we do have the 9 of Swords. Now, this is being in our own head too much, in our own thoughts. That maybe during the daytime hours, we may very well be this 9 of Pentacles. But in our alone times, we may be stressing. Feeling anxious, feeling worried. Maybe going around and around within our thoughts. Maybe in connection with this ex-partner. It may just be touching on the fact that you're not being very sociable, that you are focusing too much on work. Maybe you're stressing about work and not so much about this situation here. The fact though that it's a 9, the next step is the 10, which talks about an ending and a completion to this. So we're near the end of this cycle. But for some of you, you may still be very much within your own thoughts in regards to this ex-partner situation. On their side, they do have the 3 of Cups. The thing with the 3 of Cups is, yes, it can talk about 3 people. I tend to view the third party situation with this card more when it's in its reverse position. But yes, it can talk about a third party situation. But it can also touch on there may be being a new development here. Now, it could be that you have made it clear to your ex-partner that you're open to being just friends, but you are not wanting there to be anything more than that. You're not wanting a commitment with them. You're maybe not wanting, a sexual relationship with them. You may just very much be wanting more of a platonic type of relationship with them. And they may not be so open to that suggestion. Now, here for you, we've got the Chariot card. This is the victory card in the Major Arcana. But it's also the card about no movement forward. It can talk about taking a break from a relationship. It touches more on feeling quite hopeless about the relationship. Feeling as though this relationship is not going to go anywhere and never will be able to go anywhere. And maybe to some degree within your thoughts now, within terms of what you're thinking, you may still be very much focused on this relationship. But like I said, in your daytime hours, in your busy time, you don't think so much about it. I don't really think so much that you want a reconciliation, Pisces, but I do think on some level this relationship that you've had with this person is still within your thoughts. But you know that this relationship doesn't have that potential in being able to move forward or go anywhere. Now, they've got the 3 of Wands here, which talks about them having set their sights on something and waiting for that to come to them, literally waiting for that ship to come in. See, I think that you, on some degree, have said you only want a friendship. Or maybe they have said that they want a friendship with you. And they're hoping that that friendship is then going to develop in a way that you two are going to be able to maybe come back together again. Because they're waiting on something there. Now, your outcome card is the Moon card. It is a major arcana. And the Moon card can talk about secrets, not having the full facts. Things are hidden in the light of the moon. It talks about indecision, disillusionment, not having a full perspective here. See, this is where I think that there's an element here of, in your thoughts, as I said, you still think about this person and you still think about this relationship. Excuse my dog. I'm just going to pause the video while I let her into the garden. Sorry about that. She does like to get in on the camera sometimes. I think this Moon card, because if you look at it, this lobster, he's very unsure. This water is his comfort zone. And he wants to step out, but he's not sure what he's going to find here. And I think for some of you, there's this push-pull with you. Maybe part of you does want to explore the possibility of going back to this relationship. But then the other part of you is thinking, no, it's not going to work out. There's no forward movement here. Their outcome card is the Six of Wands in the reverse position, and it is the victory card in the minor arcana. When this card is in the reverse, it touches on maybe them feeling a lack of confidence within themselves. It can touch on them feeling as though maybe they're not quite good enough. That on some level they've failed here. They haven't... I'm trying to think of the word that I want to use here. I don't want to say they haven't come up to standard. But it's like they haven't stepped up, is what I'm trying to say. And I don't know why I think that. Maybe they've been very half-hearted when you were together. I don't know. But it talks about disappointment there. And it can talk about maybe them feeling an element of sadness. The sadness may not be permanent. But see, like I said, they're waiting for their ship to come in here. And I don't think it's going to. And it's going to create this sadness within them. Maybe this sense of failure. To clarify your Moon card, I got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is very much about thinking that you put a lot of effort and time into this relationship when you were together. And really feeling deep down that you didn't get back what you've put in. That yes, you may still think about this relationship. You may still think about this person. You may still think about what went wrong and could it have worked out and could you have done things differently. but all the while knowing that deep down you did do everything you could. You did give your all to this relationship. And very much feeling as though you didn't get back what you gave. Now, to clarify their Six of Wands, I've got the Justice card in the reverse, and it is a major arcana. And it really talks about justice not being done in their favour. It can talk about the need for them to take responsibility for their own actions here. Maybe on some level they blame you. And they may really need to take a look at themselves with this Six of Wands. And maybe that card is talking about how they didn't step up to the mark. That they didn't give enough to this relationship. And they may very well be in this month of June blaming you, judging you, when really they may need to take a good look at themselves and really heavily focus and think about their part that they played in this breakup. I think, Pisces, this relationship is still very much in your thoughts. But you know that this relationship cannot move forward. You know that you did everything you possibly could. And there may be this push-pull with you. That maybe sometimes you want to go back to it. But all the while knowing that it doesn't have the potential of going anywhere. And that you did do everything you possibly could. Okay, Pisces, that does conclude your reading. Thank you so much for watching and take care. Bye.